My life. Key story is one that will surely entertain you a lot. On the day of my wedding, my young brother-in-law, Devar, was very happy. I had always treated him like my little brother, and he used to call me Bhabima affectionately. After my husband's death, I felt scared sleeping alone. So during those cold winter nights, I started letting my Devar sleep on the same bed with me. It felt very strange sharing a bed with him. He was quite young and handsome, and perhaps he liked me a lot. I was much older than him, but he looked like a fully grown young man. Life had become very difficult after my husband passed away. How long could I keep living like this? One night I thought of testing my Devar. At midnight I shook him to check if he was asleep. He was in deep sleep, but the moment I touched him my eyes widened in shock. Only 2 days had passed since my husband's death. There was no one else in the house. My in-laws and sister-in-law were away. My husband had only his younger brother left in this world. Rohan was at the right age, younger than me. I had never seen him as anything more than a little brother. On our wedding day, he was overjoyed, saying he had found a new mother. But my own mother always warned me, "Daughter, your Deva is not your son. Maintain distance from him. He will grow up soon, and then you will have to observe Purdah veil from him. I have noticed he enters your room without reason. You are a married woman now. You must respect your husband and family." I used to get angry at my mother for thinking like that about Rohan, but after becoming a widow, everything changed. I was crying inconsolably that night. It was past 12 o'clock and Rohan had not returned home yet. I felt relieved that he wasn't home, because his presence now made me uncomfortable. My mother's warnings kept echoing in my mind. Suddenly there was a knock at the door of the big house. My heart jumped into my throat. Then I heard Rohan's voice. "Babi, open the door, it's me." I opened the door fearfully. The house felt like a jungle that night, and Rohan seemed like a young wolf. He asked innocently, "Babi, have you eaten?" His eyes were lowered. He had brought rice from a hotel in a bag. He served it on a plate for me and said, "I don't know how to cook, Babi. I brought this for you. Please eat, otherwise you will die of hunger." I don't want to lose my mother after losing my brother. There were tears in his eyes too. He was calling me Ma, but I was his Babi. He said emotionally, "You don't need to worry. I will become your support. Never leave this house." His words were touching, yet suspicions swirled in my mind because of my mother's repeated warnings. Then he said something strange. "Babi, sleep in this room tonight. The other room is near the terrace. I don't think you should stay there now. Everyone knows my brother has died. Someone with bad intentions might come." I was surprised that a boy of his age was thinking so maturely. His words made sense, so I moved to his room. As soon as I closed the door of his room, my eyes fell on something that left me stunned. There, I saw my own jewelry that I had carefully locked away. How did it get into Rohan's room? I decided to question him in the morning. I felt unusually sleepy. I had barely slept in the last 2 days. But after eating the rice he brought, sleep overpowered me like someone had drugged me. I locked the door from inside and fell asleep. When I woke up, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I was shocked. I had slept so deeply. Rohan was making tea in the kitchen. He smiled and asked, "Babi, did you sleep well?" "Yes," I replied weakly. He casually said, "Why wouldn't you?" "I mixed a sleeping pill in the rice. I told my friend you couldn't sleep, and he suggested it so you could rest properly." I was stunned by his audacity. "Rohan, how could you do something like this?" "You drugged your own Bhabhi." He innocently replied, "I just wanted you to sleep well. Look, you look fresh now. Here, have some tea." I became suspicious again. He drank half the tea in front of me to prove it was safe. His innocent face made me trust him again. I didn't mention the jewelry that day. Later, he himself brought up the topic. "Babi, I want to sell your jewelry. There is a very honest uncle. He will give us good money. We can buy a house with it. How long will we stay in this rented house? The landlord is coming tomorrow for rent, and we have no money." His suggestion surprised me, but it made sense. He also said, "Bhabhi, I have to get married too. We have to live together our whole lives. We need our own house. People only get humiliated in rented homes." I was impressed by his maturity. When I consulted my maternal family, they suggested I return to them as a widow, but I knew they wouldn't truly support me. So I agreed to sell the jewelry. Rohan handled everything. Within 2 days, he got us a good house with proper papers and keys. I was amazed at how quickly and efficiently he managed it. After shifting to the new house, he said, "Bhabhi, once we clean the house, I need to talk to you about something important." There was restlessness in his eyes. That evening, I cooked a nice meal like I used to for my husband and waited for him. He came very late, around midnight. I was angry and scolded him. "Where were you, Rohan?" "I, your widowed Bhabhi, was waiting for you. I cooked for you, and you've started roaming around. The moment your brother is gone." He suddenly shouted back angrily, "Enough, Bhabhi. I don't want to hear anything now. Eat the food yourself." He stormed into his room like a full-grown angry man. I felt bad and went to his room. When he opened the door, he looked at me with strange eyes and said, "Babi, let me say one thing. Marry me. Otherwise you will become a kafir, sinner, outcast." I was completely shocked. "How can you even think of marrying me? Where has that motherly love gone? You used to call me Ma morning and evening. Who has corrupted your mind? How dare you say such a low thing to me?" I was furious and shaking with anger. But he stood there shamelessly, hands folded, staring at me with intense eyes. His gaze now frightened me.